name is Shih. I'm an artist from New York City, and I've been here in Budapest on and off for about 10 years. In the late 90s, while still in New York, the legendary French mime Marcel Marceau visited, and I was fortunate enough to get tickets for 2 events. The first was to see him perform, and the second was to see the great silent star speak. What was interesting to note was that the performance to see him perform and mime was $25, but the ticket to actually see him speak, or hear him speak, was half that at $12.50. As I am also an artist who is not accustomed to working with words, at this point, you should all plug your ears for the remainder of my talk, look at the images above, and get twice the value for your money. My general topic is the Neo-Naïve movement, where I take inspiration not only from one of the many great American artists, but rather from the great discoverer of America, Christopher Columbus. It was his search for an alternate trade route to India, which caused him to declare upon landing on the shores of America that he had in fact reached his destination, promptly calling all the native inhabitants Indians. This absolute conviction in the face of folly has been one of my guiding principles. Like Columbus, sometimes it's necessary to go completely in the opposite direction to seek your destination. Take this depression, for example. As the miserable weather and the impending Hungarian winter bring gloom to the forefront of all of our minds. I knew an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. In the US, antidepressants were the #1 prescribed drug in 2005, edging out medication, which came in second. In fact, a study at Columbia University found that 10.5% of Americans over age 6 in 2005 were prescribed antidepressants, up from 5% in 1995. And that was before the economic crisis, when people were rich and happy. A quick look at the official Prozac website states that one should consult their physician and inquire about Prozac if suffering from the following: anxiety, panic attacks, or trouble sleeping. However, a few lines later on the same site, common possible side effects include anxiety, nervousness, and trouble sleeping. So if you suffer from anxiety, perhaps you should consider taking a drug where the common side effect is anxiety. The site also goes on to list other common possible side effects, such as abnormal dreams, decreased sex drive, difficulty maintaining an erection for sexual activity, and orgasm problems, to name a few. A quick internet search for cheap Prozac yields a Canadian pharmacy which will sell you a month's supply of Prozac and throw in 2 pills of Viagra, no extra cost. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. Moving away from tablets and back to Christopher Columbus, there's an ongoing debate as to whether he was a discoverer, liberator, or invasive species. This debate can also be applied to foreigners in Hungary, as well as to the global environmental movement. The poisonous cane toad, or Bufo marinus, was introduced to Australia to control the cane beetle and thereby protect the cane harvest, sugarcane crops. However, these toads found other tastier, more benevolent things to eat than beetles, and their poisonous nature also killed other helpful predators. To tackle this problem, the Australian government has funded several biowarfare options, including introducing a cane toad-specific lungworm parasite. However, luckily, a recent study in the US has shown that contaminants from increased agricultural use have actually altered the gonadal form and functions of cane toads, causing the populations to decline. It wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside it. Moving to bioengineering, the last decade has seen great advancements in the understanding of humans and what makes them tick. The ambitious Human Genome Project has mapped the entire human DNA sequence, come to the conclusion that 98% of human DNA is useless, or junk DNA, serving no apparent reason and function. This is probably very similar to the 98% of the Americas that Columbus missed on his visit to Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. I know an old lady that swallowed a horse. All of the images that you've seen are actual postcards, or works on postcards, QL docs, of a second thing, viewed at roughly 50 times their normal size, and probably about 10% of their actual resolution. However, more people will probably see them on YouTube at less than 1/2 their actual size and less than 2% their actual resolution. So the next time that any of you take a small piece of art and put it in your living space, I hope that you take into consideration whether you're on drugs or whether you're underachieving, utilizing less than 2% of your DNA. Thank you.